The firepower over Iran's intensifying as Operation Epic Fury punishes what's left of the regime. B-2 bombers are in the air, striking Iranian ballistic missiles, mobile launchers, and command and control. U.S. Central Command releasing video showing Iranian planes being smoked right off the tarmac. The U.S. Air Force also focusing on Iran's underground missile cities, where it's believed that thousands of medium and short-range missiles are being stored. U.S. bombers, drones, and fighter jets are circling these mountains, and the minute mobile missile launchers roll out of the tunnel to fire, we take them out. Then drop heavy ordnance to collapse the cave and bury everyone alive. The goal? Complete disarmament. Here's CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper.
In just the last 72 hours, America's bomber force has struck nearly 200 targets deep inside of Iran, including around Tehran. And in just the last hour, U.S. B-2 bombers dropped dozens of 2,000-pound penetrator bombs targeting deeply buried ballistic missile launchers. Notably, we've also struck Iran's equivalent of Space Command, which degrades their ability to threaten Americans.
On top of that, Israel says it's knocked out the enemy's cyber warfare headquarters and one of their intel hubs. Plus, 30 of their warships have been turned into seafood. And we just got another big one.
In just the last few hours, we hit an Iranian drone carrier ship, roughly the size of a World War II aircraft carrier. And as we speak, it's on fire.
The commander-in-chief's monitoring the situation and is quite pleased.
As soon as they set off a missile, within 4 minutes, the launcher gets hit. They don't know what's happening. Their Navy is gone. 24 ships in 3 days. That's a lot of ships. Their anti-aircraft weapons are gone. So they have no air force. They have no air defense. All of their airplanes are gone. Their communications are gone. Missiles are gone. Other than that, they're doing quite well.
Secretary of War Pete Hegseth says Iran's strategy is simple. Take a beating and wait us out.
Iran is hoping that we cannot sustain this, which is a really bad miscalculation. There's no shortage of American will here. We've got no shortage of munitions. Our stockpiles of defensive and offensive weapons allow us to sustain this campaign as long as we need to. If you think you've seen something, just wait.
The Pentagon's testing its Doomsday ballistic missile now in the Pacific. The Minuteman III. It's a big one, capable of carrying nuclear warheads 20 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. It can travel 6,000 miles at speeds of 15,000 miles an hour. It's hypersonic and can strike anywhere in the world in less than 30 minutes. Air Force Global Strike Command says the missile was tested to verify its effectiveness, readiness, and accuracy, just in case we have to use it. And the test was successful. The Iranians noticed and picked up the phone.
They're tough, and they want to fight. And they're calling. They're saying, how do we make a deal? I said, you're being a little bit late, and we want to fight now more than they do.
If you're a mullah, you're panicking. But in front of the camera, they're Rambo, trying to bait America into a ground war.
Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
Boots on the ground, not part of this operation, says the Pentagon. Right now, it's an air campaign, and it's been devastating and running ahead of schedule. Although Trump is saying he's all for a Kurdish ground offensive. More on that later. But Iran has an even bigger problem. Reports say Iranian soldiers, police officers, and Revolutionary Guards aren't showing up to work. Maybe they're dead. Maybe they're in hiding. Or maybe they're waiting for immunity.
I'm once again calling on all members of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, the military, and the police to lay down their arms. They're only going to be killed. And now is the time to stand up for the Iranian people and help take back your country. So you'll be perfectly safe with total immunity, or you'll face absolutely guaranteed death.
The mullahs are getting sloppy. Today, an Iranian drone hit Azerbaijan, the 12th country to be attacked by Tehran. And now they're vowing to retaliate.
What Iran is doing by targeting allied countries that would otherwise want to stay out of this, they've actually pulled them into the American orbit. So now you've got UAE and Qatar and Bahrain and Saudi and Kuwait and others saying, hey, we're with you. We'll shoot with you. We'll fly with you. We'll defend with you.
The Europeans finally got off the sidelines. Spain, after closing its bases, is now joining a fleet of Dutch, Greek, and Italian warships sailing to Cyprus off the coast of Israel. Iran's bruised, battered, and isolated. Their ballistic missile attacks have dropped by 90%. And good news, Israelis are coming out of their bunkers. The country lowered its public threat level to allow citizens to gather in public places again. And flights are now being allowed to take off from Tel Aviv. And we're learning more about how the Israelis duped the Ayatollah into thinking he was safe. Reports say Jewish generals all made sure to be publicly seen leaving their headquarters Friday night. Iranian intelligence expected the coast was clear for the weekend. But the generals snuck back into the building wearing disguises. The Ayatollah and his top officials took a breakfast meeting on Saturday above ground. Boom. Every single Iranian leader is either dead, missing, or sweating bullets in a bunker. The president says he has to be personally involved in picking who gets to run the country. Inside Iran, the runner-up is Khamenei's son. But Trump says this: they're wasting their time. Khamenei's son is a lightweight. He's unacceptable to me. We want someone that will bring harmony and peace to Iran. And according to WikiLeaks, Khamenei's son doesn't have what it takes to lead the nation. Intelligence cables reveal Khamenei Jr. visited British hospitals to treat severe erectile dysfunction. Mossad already has him targeted for assassination. Shouldn't be that hard. The U.S. administration, while pushing for regime collapse, is also defending attacks against oil tankers and oil infrastructure. Oil isn't moving out of the Strait. A refinery was hit. A tanker flagged to the Bahamas, also on fire. Gas prices have gone up about 25 cents a gallon since Saturday. There's going to be some short-term pain for American consumers until the Iranians are defanged, which we hope is within just a few weeks, and oil drops back down to the 60s.
We had it very low, but I had to take this little detour if it's okay with everybody.
But no one's more spooked than the Chinese. They just ordered their refineries to suspend exports. If Operation Epic Fury succeeds and Beijing ever gets frisky, Trump can make one phone call and slap Xi with an oil embargo. The Trump administration is securing American interest in the Middle East and in Latin America. Venezuela is sending oil to Texas refineries to take the bite out of this price spike. And instead of sending gold to China, those shipments stopped. Doug Burgum's down in Caracas cutting a mining deal to send gold bars north to Fort Knox. As we cement American power in the Persian Gulf, we're consolidating power here in the Western Hemisphere. This weekend at Doral, Trump's hosting a Latin American summit where all the leaders will talk shop and play golf. Maybe Cuba can come next year.
What's happening with Cuba is amazing, and we think that we want to finish this one first, but that will be just a question of time before you and a lot of unbelievable people are going to be going back to Cuba. Hopefully not to stay. We want you back, and we don't want to lose you. We don't want to make it so nice that they stay.
Remember the domino theory during the Cold War? Trump's flipping dominoes the other way. The world's changing fast because the United States is imposing our will. We have the power to shape our own destiny like no other country in the history of civilization. It's just a matter of, do we have the will? And we pray that Operation Epic Fury is a success, and for the safety of our troops, and for the quick return of the free flow of oil.